Don't watch this video if you really care what your music sounds like. If you are watching this now, it's because you know what I'm holding. This is a vinyl, and the story in the music industry is how vinyl has made a comeback and vinyl sales have crossed $1 billion worldwide. It has been one of the biggest resurgences the industry has ever seen. What I'm going to do in this video is break down the analog chain, explain different components, and at the end of it, if you find it too complicated, give you a really simple solution you can start with. So what I was holding up, this is the record, and this is where tracks are mastered and where music is recorded. Today, there are online stores and physical stores available all over the country where you can pick up your record of choice, and more titles are being printed on vinyl again. What I just placed a record on was a turntable or a record player, and this is the Metallica Special Edition from Project. Project has been making turntables since 1991. They've done nothing else and are one of the best turntable guys in the world, period. And we're super excited to have them with us. After the turntable, what you need is something called a phono preamp. This is not needed in a chain that a lot of you may be used to when you play CDs or when you have a streaming source. And the reason for the phono preamp is that the way the record is read is using a stylus, and on grooves it's extremely sensitive. So a phono preamp is needed to amplify the music that the stylus plays. In fact, the next time you play a record, if you put your ear close to the record, you can hear the track over here. So the phono preamp handles the first stage of the amplification. After the phono preamp, you can have a preamplifier like the one over here from Bryston, and a power amplifier. And then you have a pair of speakers. That completes your analog chain. Now, to make it simpler or maybe more complicated because there's more to understand, you also get devices like the Wim Ultra that have streaming built in and that have a phono preamp built in. You get turntables that have phono preamps built in. You get preamps like the Onkyo P80 or the Bryston BP19 that have a phono preamp built in. So you can always choose to use the built-in phono preamp of one of the components. Unless though it's a high-end component like the Onkyo P80 or the Bryston BP19, we always recommend going for a separate phono preamp like the Project Phono Box E over here, as adding this component in your signal chain does improve the sound fidelity. To recap, that completes the chain. The turntable, a pair of cables to the phono preamp, a pair of cables to an amplifier, and a pair of cables to your speakers. Now, you may have heard about vinyl and have decided that you want vinyl in your day-to-day life, but you don't want to deal with this complexity of what product has what phono preamp, what cables to use, what speakers to buy, and Project has the right solution for you. This is the Colorful Audio System E, and in one box it gives you everything you need. A Project turntable with a phono preamp built in, a stereo amplifier, pair of great sounding Project speakers, cables to connect everything together, and it's an all-in-one. Unbox it and you're good to go with your favorite vinyl. The best part, as the name says, is called the Colorful Audio System, and it comes in an array of striking colors. This is one of my favorites, for green, but there will be a color to match your choice of interiors. So check them out, and they're available now with us. Here's another solution that mixes and matches two of our favorite brands, Project and Klipsch. This is the Project VTE, and it's a real looker. Imagine having this on your side table with vinyl spinning when you have a party at home. Everyone sees the vinyl. It looks fantastic. These speakers are no less stunning. These are the new Klipsch, the 7s Mark II, in this gorgeous redwood veneer with a white baffle. And again, they will pull the attention of every eye that falls on them. How do these work together? Klipsch the 7s have streaming, Wi-Fi, Dolby Atmos, everything built in. They also have a phono preamp. So you can pick this turntable or any turntable without a phono preamp, hook it up to the phono input of the 7s, and you get a simple, no fuss, all-in-one system that lets you play vinyl, it lets you stream, it looks gorgeous, and it sounds absolutely phenomenal. If you are interested in getting into vinyl, don't be scared by the equipment. There are plenty of options out there. It's about finding the right one for your taste and your music listening, and once you start with vinyl, you will never go back.